Browns fans, if you want Cleveland to win on Sunday, I can't guarantee a win, but I can guarantee that we'll be happier if the Browns win. So go ahead and like this video, because if the Browns don't win, don't be the guy that wonders, if only I liked that one video on YouTube. So make sure you like this video right now if you are ready for a win this Sunday. Welcome into the Cleveland Browns Report. I'm your host, Matthew Peterson. On today's show, we got 3 topics to go over. We're going to look at the Browns' final injury report heading into Week 10 against the Patriots. We'll see who's in, who's out, including Baker Mayfield and Myles Garrett. We'll also get the latest Nick Chubb COVID update and where he stands right now and the likelihood of him playing against the Pats. And finally, we'll wrap up the video with my 3 keys to the victory. If you're expecting some boring keys, you're not going to get it here. We're going to have fun with that segment. So let's get ready for this matchup. Patriots. The Pats open up as 2.5-point favorites. To me, it seems like a coin toss game, so I'm absolutely expecting Vegas to be keeping it right near that pick'em line. Over-unders at 45.5. I don't have a good sense about this game, truthfully, in terms of like where I want to go gambling one way or another. I don't like to bet ever for or against the Browns, just because I feel like you're toying with your emotions, unless the 4 seems really easy, kind of, I don't know, like against the Bears a couple weeks ago. But what I can tell you is the over-under is going to be a tough one. You got 2 good defenses here, I think. Now, let's get into the Week 10 injury update. Let's check out who's going to be playing on Sunday. We got 1 player already out. We got a handful of questionable players as well. So we'll get to all of that, along with the latest Nick Chubb update and where he stands in the probability of himself playing. So with that said, let's check it out here. We've got a handful of players in. That's great news to see. Love seeing the word in. Myles Garrett, Baker Mayfield, Jarvis, Landry, all of them playing. Takk McKinley is out. He's the only player on the Week 10 injury report who has been ruled out for this game. Along, we also have DPJ getting back in. He missed a couple of days in practice because of personal reasons. And then you got Malik Jackson. He's in as well. Greedy Williams is the only questionable player. So you have Takk McKinley out. Greedy Williams questionable. Everyone else is expected to play on Sunday. Now, these injuries, while it's very good to see Garrett and Mayfield are playing this Sunday, I still have some concerns, honestly, about their health. Garrett, not so much, but Mayfield I do, because he was originally dealing with a shoulder injury, which we don't need to unpack much more, but now a foot injury on his left foot has popped up. So with that being said, what is your concern level over all these injuries? Scale it for me from 1 to 10. Let me know where you're feeling. I'm going to give you my scale in just a moment. But first, head on down to the comment section. Let me know what your scale is from 1 to 10. I'm at a 4. And the reason why I'm just short of 50% is they're all playing except for Takk McKinley, and the world will keep spinning if McKinley's not going to play. Greedy Williams, you'd like to see him out there because you already seen Denzel Ward kind of have lingering-ish injuries along with Greg Newsome, so you want added depth. But I'm at a 4 because the biggest reason I'm not at a 3 or 2 is got another thing on Baker's injury list. I mean, the whole left side of his body is just killing. You got the shoulder and now a foot injury that's sore, and it wouldn't shock me if it's worse than it is, but they're just kind of keeping it hush-hush, kind of like the shoulder. But hopefully it is not an issue, and he's able to play just fine on Sunday. But I'm sticking at a 4 right now. Switching gears, let's talk about Nick Chubb and Demetric Felton. Their status for Sunday still to be determined. As we film right now on Friday afternoon, they were on the COVID reserve list, so they couldn't practice today. They have until 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday to clear protocols, which is 2 negative tests, 24 hours apart, and no symptoms, in order to be eligible to play on Sunday. You got none of these guys? Well, here's the depth chart. We're looking at Dearness Johnson. Yeah, not a very great list there. Now, if Chubb and Kelly and Felton are all out, maybe they'll bring someone up from the practice squad. I doubt they just want to roll with one player. That's a pretty ballsy move right there, in my opinion. But that's what it is at this time. So still in a kind of a holding pattern, waiting to see if they will be cleared. They're both vaccinated, so that helps in terms of getting yourself back on the field sooner rather than later. Just ask Aaron Rodgers about that. Guys, before we get to everything else going on today's show, let me tell you about our friends over at BetUS. Our sportsbook partner has got a great deal for you. They hook you up with the 125% deposit when you just go to chatsports.com/bet. Use the promo code right there, Browns125, and not only do you get 125 on top of whatever you're putting in, you are in line to get a free jersey. And this line is not a long line. All you got to do is follow these 4 steps right here. We got it all laid out for you here on us here at Chat Sports. You go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Browns125. Sign up, deposit 100. Get that deposit bonus. And then, boom, email us jersey@chatsports.com. And the next thing you're doing is you're picking out what jersey you want, whether it's this Nick Chubb jersey in brown, orange, or white, whatever, or brown or white, whatever you're thinking, a Baker Mayfield jersey. Just let us know what jersey you want, in what size, and in what color. Email us jersey@chatsports.com. Make sure to include your BetUS account number along with a screenshot of your first bet. In fact, speaking of bets, let's get my bets coming up for this week. Let's get that queued up here. A little curveball. But I got my 5 picks this week. So we're going to check them out, see where I'm ranking, see what I'm liking this week. So we'll get that coming to you right now because I like this week. I do. Most weeks, I'm pretty scared of the board. This week, I like it. I got the over in the Jags-Indy game. The Jags are a tough team to bet on this year. But the Colts, they've been an over machine. This offense has been sneaky good lately. So 47.5, gas in the upstairs. Falcons +10 at Dallas. We just saw Dallas get their ass kicked at home against the Broncos. Yeah, I'll take the points with the Falcons. Saints +3. This one is a head scratcher. Why are the Titans not bigger favorites? They're at home against an unpredictable Saints team, and they're only 3-point favorites. Doesn't make sense to me. That seems like it's too good to be true for the Titans. So I'm going to go switch snap reverse, going with the Saints +3. Lions +9.5. I don't like the Steelers. I don't think they're a good football team. I will continue to bet against them. And finally, under in the Chiefs-Raiders game. The Chiefs, they are benefiting a lot from their offense last year in terms of these high over-unders. Haven't seen it this year. 52? Yeah, I'm in the basement. So those are my week 10 picks. I'm 24-21 on the year. So am I a genius? No, but I'm smarter than some people, at least in this office. Now, moving on. Let's get to my 3 keys to the game. We're going to have fun with this segment. We're going to keep it a little light. But key number 1, keep Mac Jones away from Myles Garrett. Not keep Myles Garrett away from Mac Jones. No, I want Myles Garrett all over Mac Jones. But Mac Jones is a quarterback killer. He is a wannabe Steve Irwin, and he's playing Crocodile Dundee by himself. Look what he did with Brian Burns of the Carolina Panthers last week. If you missed this, it's a dirty play where he tries to roll up on his ankle like he's in the Everglades. Not a fan of it, so we need to keep keep Mac Jones away from Myles Garrett. There's a difference. There's kind of a difference. But that's key number 1. Before I get to my next key, guys, make sure you go ahead and predict the score for this one for me. Browns, Patriots. Let me know who you got, who's going to be the winner, and what the final score is going to be in this one. Curious what you're feeling about this one, so let me know what your score prediction is as well. Key number 2 is feed D'Ernest Johnson. I'm going to tell you about it in a moment, a little bit more. But first, guys, if you want to get in on more Browns videos, you better be subscribing right now, okay? That way, whenever we get breaking Browns news, rumors, all that good stuff, we have the hookup for you here at the Cleveland Browns Report. And we have a little fun with it, too, because you know what? You don't just subscribe for fun. You sub for dubs, okay? It is clinically proven. This is like an infomercial at 3 a.m. where they are telling you the doctors approved it. If you subscribe, the Browns will win. It's that simple. Help us get to 3,400 sub for dubs. So back to key number 2, feed D'Ernest Johnson. If there's no Nick Chubb and there's no Demetric Felton, I'm all for a Week 7 repeat of what DJ did against the Broncos at home. We got his numbers through 2021, through 10 weeks so far this season, and he hasn't had a huge sample size, but when he's gotten the rock, he's been fantastic with the football. 37 carries. You probably add an extra touchdown to that list after he went down prematurely in that just to run the clock out in Week 7 against the Denver Broncos. So That's my key number 2, feed Dearness Johnson, okay? We got 3 keys here. I'm going to get key number 3 to you in just a moment, but also make sure you are subscribed to the Cleveland Browns Report. So, key number 3, wear your home underwear. What do I mean by that? If you're a little superstitious, I would treat this like a home game. Why? Because the Patriots, they don't treat it like a home game. They have been atrocious at home. So I got some sabermetrics here for you guys. I have everything on the left is what the Patriots have done at home so far this year. -1 game against the Jets where they went off and it ruins all the stats and it doesn't fit my narrative, so I tossed it out. Then I have what the Patriots have done on the road this year. They're 0-4 at home, minus the Jets game. 18.7 points per game. They're letting up nearly 25. Yards-wise, 330 on offense. They're allowing 364. Pretty much all those numbers are worse at home, actually, than on the road. On the road, they're scoring over 25. Their defense is only allowing 2 touchdowns. And offensively, they're just north of 300. And they give up less on the road than at home. So the Patriots, for whatever reason, except for the Jets game, have been better on the road than at home. So that's why I am wearing my home underwear, doing everything home superstitions-wise, because this might as well be a home game for the Browns. Before we wrap up today's video, what's your key to the game? Did I miss something? Let me know what your key to the game is. Sound off in the comment section. And then also, my score prediction coming up here. How about Browns 24-20? Sounds good to you? I'm all for it. Browns cover, Browns win, Browns 6-4 when I'm talking to you on Sunday afternoon after this game.